The eyes of the sports world were focused on Angel Reese and the WNBA, and Angel Reese once again proved why no one is watching her. Angel Reese once again proved she is nowhere near Caitlin Clark's level. Her performance was absolutely horrific.
Angel Reese, the self-proclaimed queen of college basketball, the so-called Bayou Barbie, the woman who strutted into the WNBA with more followers than some entire teams, has just suffered one of the most humiliating losses of her career. And after the Chicago Sky were absolutely demolished by the Indiana Fever, the basketball world is not holding back. Today, fans, analysts, and even former pros are pointing fingers, and one name keeps coming up: Angel Reese.
Angel Reese and the Chicago Sky scored the lowest points since 2011. 52 measly points. 52 measly points, the lowest point total since 2011.
In today's video, we're diving into the massive blowout loss to the Indiana Fever, breaking down the brutal stats, the backlash online, and how Angel Reese went from college champion to being called one of the worst players in WNBA history. This is not just a story about one bad game. It's a complete meltdown of hype, ego, and unfulfilled expectations. So strap in. Let's get into it. Let's talk about the game. The Indiana Fever came into this matchup with one goal: dominate, led by rookie sensation Caitlin Clark. The Fever were out for blood, and they got it. From the opening tip, it was clear this wasn't going to be close. By the end of the first quarter, the Fever were up by double digits. By halftime, it was a blowout. And by the fourth quarter, the Sky looked completely defeated. The final score: Indiana Fever 95, Chicago Sky 62, a 33-point annihilation.
But unfortunately, she left her game at home. 4 points, 12 rebounds, 2 assists in 27 minutes of action, a minus 23 turnovers, as the Chicago Sky, without Caitlin Clark, without Sophie Cunningham, without Stephanie White — hope everything's okay, Steph.
And what did Angel Reese do in this absolute disaster of performance? She shot 2 of 11 from the field, turned the ball over 4 times, and finished with a plus-minus of minus 28. Brutal. Fans were quick to point out. Caitlin Clark, the player Reese has been constantly compared to, was dropping dimes, hitting logo threes, and playing like a seasoned vet. Meanwhile, Angel Reese was missing layups, getting cooked on defense, and contributing almost nothing on either end of the court. Social media exploded. Is Angel Reese even WNBA material? One tweet read, "She's all talk, no game."
Who comes up with these stats? I know people were saying, oh, she's like more like Denise Rodman. Oh, she's like Dennis Rodman of the WNBA, more like Denise Rodman of the W.
Another trending comment: the biggest bust in WNBA history might be Angel Reese. Even ESPN Stephen A. Smith weighed in, saying, "If you talk big, you got to play big." And Angel Reese is looking real small right now. You'd expect backlash after a loss, but this was different. This was public basketball execution. The problem? This wasn't just one bad game. This was a pattern, a growing mountain of underwhelming performances.
She was awful last year, and this year, Angel Reese has somehow managed to become significantly worse. And it damn sure doesn't help that the media and the WNBA, they try to shield Angel Reese from criticism.
Poor shooting and increasingly visible frustration on the court. And the media isn't the only one noticing. Her own teammates look fed up. Let's get to the facts. Angel Reese was a second-round draft pick in the 2024 WNBA draft. While many thought she'd go higher due to her popularity in college championship, scouts had serious concerns. Her shot mechanics? Flawed. Her footwork? Clunky. Her perimeter defense? Practically non-existent. And most importantly, asterisk her efficiency was a major red flag.
Angel Reese wants to be a basketball player. I don't know if she's 100% committed. To me, it seems like she would rather be a celebrity. She's attending the Met Gala. She's attending other doofus Hollywood events, making cameos and rap videos. She's hosting that painfully boring podcast. All of that would be fine if she was producing on the court. She's not.
So far in her rookie WNBA season, those red flags have only grown. Shooting under 35% from the field, averaging more turnovers and assists, ranked near the bottom of the league in player efficiency rating, and consistently posting one of the worst plus-minus ratings of any starter. Those are not just rookie struggles. Those are historic lows. And when you combine poor play with a larger-than-life ego, fans have a low tolerance. Let's rewind. Angel Reese became a household name during her time at LSU. She was brash. She was loud. She was unapologetically confident. She taunted Caitlin Clark during the NCAA championship. She coined slogans. She starred in fashion shoots. And she cashed in on nil deals worth millions. And that's fine when you win. But now, that same brashness looks like delusion. Her post-game interviews sound offensive.
Last year, they blamed Teresa Weatherspoon. This year, they're blaming the organization and the players around her. At some point, lonely men who follow Angel Reese, they're going to have to embrace reality. And the reality is, she's just not a good basketball player. I don't know if Angel Reese wants to be a basketball player.
Her body language on the court, defeated. Her teammates, visibly frustrated. It's a classic case of hype without delivery. Some analysts are even calling her the WNBA's version of Johnny Manziel, a media darling who fizzled when it was time to perform. It's impossible to talk about Angel Reese without mentioning Caitlin Clark. They were rivals in college. They came into the league together. They're constantly mentioned in the same breath, but their paths couldn't be more different. Clark was drafted 1 overall. She walked into the WNBA with expectations as high as the sky, and she's meeting them. She's averaging nearly 18 points a game, leading her team in assists, hitting shots from 30 feet, and turning the Fever into a must-watch team. Her jersey, sold out. Her games, breaking attendance records.
All in to win this year. Nobody on your team even scored more than 10 points yesterday. Nobody on your team even scored more than 10 points yesterday. We could go down the list. They all played bad.
Meanwhile, Angel Reese can't even crack double digits in points consistently. Her shooting percentages are in the gutter, and fans are literally leaving the arena early when she plays. One is the future of the league. The other is looking like a cautionary tale. It's not just fans and media talking. WNBA legends are chiming in. Cheryl Miller called Reese's performance unwatchable. Lisa Leslie said in a recent podcast, she needs to stop worrying about the camera and start worrying about her craft.
You are proving to be not a good head coach, simply put.
Even Candace Parker, who has tried to defend young players, admitted she's got to grow up fast or she won't be in this league long. That's about as harsh as it gets. When legends start losing faith, that's the basketball equivalent of the alarm bells going off. Now here's where things really get dicey. Sources from inside the Chicago Sky organization.
I think she's actually getting, oh no. I think she's actually getting worse. What an embarrassing performance by this guy. Make history by playing in the United Center and then proceed to not score more than 15 points in any quarter. Get trounced by 27 by a Caitlin Clarkless Fever team. Ouch. Did she just airball a layup? Yes, Al-Ghazi. That actually happens quite a few times during Chicago Sky games. Quite a few times you will see her airball wide open.
Say, there's already tension brewing in the locker room. Veteran players reportedly feel like Angel Reese is more focused on social media than winning. Some teammates have even unfollowed her on Instagram. During timeouts, Reese has been seen rolling her eyes at coaches, walking away from huddles and ignoring play calls. That's not just rookie immaturity, that's chemistry poison. And after the blowout loss to the Fever, head coach Teresa Weatherspoon made a cryptic comment. We're going to evaluate everything. Every player, every role. That sure sounds like someone is on thin ice.
This is not just Angel Reese. The Chicago Sky in general have an issue. Imagine trading your top 3 pick for Ariel Atkins. Imagine trading a potential Sonia Citrone for Ariel. How's that working out for you, Chicago Scott?
So here's the big question. Is it already too late for Angel Reese? She came into the WNBA as a pop culture icon, but the league isn't Instagram. It's not about followers. It's not about magazine covers. It's about winning. It's about defense. It's about producing on the court. And so far, Reese hasn't shown she can hang. But here's the thing. She's still young. She's got time. If she can drop the ego, listen to coaching, and completely overhaul her game, there's a chance.
Tyler Marsh is going through it. Shout out to Ken Swift. Tyler out here fighting for his life.
But that window is closing fast. The WNBA isn't going to wait for her to figure it out. And fans are growing tired of the excuses. So after one of the biggest blowout losses of the season, after getting embarrassed by Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever.
Yikes. It was not close. It was not competitive. It is 79-52 with 22 seconds left. Indiana Fever up big right now. Very big in this game. Guys, I got to tell you, Angel Reese as an offensive player, she's not good. She is just not good.
Angel Reese is facing the harshest reality of her basketball career. She's being called the worst player in WNBA history, not because of one bad night, but because of an entire attitude, a pattern of play, and a refusal to grow. Will she prove the doubters wrong? Or will she fade out like so many other overhyped stars before her?
I had said earlier in the game, if Caitlin Clark and Sophie Cunningham had been playing in this game, they might have won by 40. I was wrong. They might have won by 70. It was that bad.
Only time will tell. But one thing for sure, the clock is ticking. And after that huge loss to the Fever, the whole basketball world is watching. If you think Angel Reese can turn it around, let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss WNBA Breakdown.